Hello everybody, my name is TheTeenageWizard and welcome to the Guns of Icarus Gatling gun guide. So this here is the Gatling gun. It's like a mounted machine gun and it's quite fast firing. It can be placed on any of the stations, like that one in front of me and also the one where it is. The Gatling gun's just like any other gun, so if you press E you will mount it, and if you left click you will fire and right click to aim down sights. So I'll just spawn in the target here and then we can get into the main part of the Gatling gun guide. As I'm shooting at the hole with my Gatling gun, you can see these big white hit markers coming off. That means that I'm dealing quite a lot of damage, and if I move on to the balloon you can see these little hit markers. That means that I'm basically doing no damage at all, so there's no real point in shooting at the balloon with this Gatling gun unless you're using a really powerful ammunition, which I'm not, I'm just using the basic one. Now all of a sudden you see these red hit markers come off and a bit of smoke. That means that you've destroyed the hull armour. If you look at the top left you can just check that and see the teenagers have destroyed hull armour. If I change my ammunition to a more powerful ammunition, which is called heavy clip, we'll get into that later on in the video. If I change it to heavy clip you'll see I still get small hit markers on the balloon, and actually I still get small hit markers on the hull now because I've destroyed the hull armour, and all that's left is the hull, which the Gatling gun's pretty useless against. We'll get into the tactic of what you do after you've destroyed the hull arm with the Gatling gun in a minute. I sped this bit up here, but as you can see it's taking ages to actually destroy the ship with the Gatling gun, because like I said before it's pretty much useless on the hull. It's probably almost dead here. Yep, there we go. So I'm going to spawn in another ship. I'm going to show you guys how long it takes to take it out when I've destroyed the hull arm with the Gatling gun, and you'll see it takes maybe 3 or 4 shots from the big gun, so it takes hardly any time at all. Okay, so now the hull arm is down. We can see that by looking at top left. I'll speed things up here, and if you get on the big gun we can see that just using normal ammunition, it's taken 2 shots so far. We get small hit markers, but that doesn't matter. Not sure why that is, it might be a bit of a glitch, but 3 shots with this gun to take it down. That is hardly anything. And if I spawn in a new ship here with full hull armour, as you can see we're still getting little hit markers even with a huge gun like this, which is why the Gatling gun is so important to have on your ship. I am now on the Pyramidion, and I'm on the Pyramidion because it has 2 front facing guns so that I can show you the Gatling gun and mortar tactic. And this is also one of the only ships that this tactic really works on. So if I shoot at its hull with my Gatling gun, as you can see we're getting big hit markers with the normal ammunition, and I tell my friend, or my AI in fact, not to shoot at it. And now we have big red hit markers, and if I hop off the Gatling gun and go over to the mortar, we'll see how many shots it takes for the mortar to kill it when the hull arm is down. That is 3 shots from the mortar, and the mortar can be fired really quickly, so that's not long at all. The top 3 ammos which are most commonly used with the Gatling gun are grease rounds, because it has a lot of damage, slightly reduced range, but its clip size is also increased. It's also heavy clip, which is a lot more accurate, but has lower damage per second, but its clip size is also reduced. So that's basically rapid fire with increased damage. And there's Lesmok, which reduces the damage, increases its range by a ton, and unfortunately reduces its clip size as well. Overall I think the Gatling gun's one of the best guns in the game because it destroys the hull armour so quickly, and the hull armour is basically one of the most important things you can have on your ship. We'll get into the importance of items on your ship later on in another tutorial, but the hull is one of the most important things and it's quite hard to destroy with other guns. And that brings us to the end of this Guns of Icarus Gatling gun guide. If you think I've missed something, please comment it down below and I might include it in an annotation. So if you've enjoyed this video, please press the like button and subscribe, and I'll see all you guys on my next video. Goodbye.